Hey, I want to talk with you guys about how you make your Amazon PPC successful. And so many people jump right into the technical aspects of how do you run PPC, how do you find your keywords, how do you get your ads live, how do you create creative for sponsored brand headlines or videos, and all these different things, how much you should bid optimization. And the problem is people don't have the background as to what makes ads successful in the first place. They're so concerned about the how, they don't understand the why, they don't understand the bigger picture, and they miss the forest for the trees. So I want to explain that to you really quickly because this is a foundational idea. Advertising becomes successful through optimization, not luck. Okay, one of the basic principles of advertising is that there is no such thing as a failed campaign, provided you learn something from it. Right? The only failed PPC campaign or other advertising campaign you have is where you failed to learn. Right? If your campaign wasn't profitable, that's okay. That's tuition. Right? Because that fuels your next round of advertising, where you base yourself on the data that you just collected, and you come up with another version, an improved version, better targeting, better messaging, better bidding, right? These are the three levers we have. We've got bidding, targeting, and messaging. And so if you look at your messaging, right, and you see that for some reason it's not relevant, so you can figure out, okay, how can I make it more relevant? If it's not persuasive, how can I make it more persuasive? Right? If you check the messaging and it's both relevant and you think it's persuasive, it addresses the benefits or the goals that people want to get, the outcomes. So then you can look at your targeting. Am I reaching the right audience for this product? Maybe I should be reaching a different audience. Maybe I unintentionally also got other people. But the idea is there's kind of two aspects to the cycle. The first aspect is that you're doing your research, okay, and initially you don't have any data of your own to base yourself on. You're just going on third-party data, whether that's from Helium 10 or Jungle Scout or one of the other tools, right? Or second-party data, even better. If you can get from Amazon search term brand analytics search term report, right, or the Product Opportunity Explorer. So that's more accurate data, and also tells you the brand analytics search term report tells you what products are selling, and you can use that to get an idea. Okay, this is what I should be promoting myself, or something very similar, competing with this. And that's your initial research, right? And what are the messages, what are the benefits that I need to get, and you can use different formulas. I want to explain in different videos about bidding. You can hit subscribe to the channel so that those come up for you when they're ready. Just explaining bidding from A to Z. But then that's just half of the battle, right? Everybody can do this research part. The real thing happens at the next stage. So you run your campaigns, right? You hit the launch button, and then your data is collected, right? That's what's going on in this other half. Once your data is collected, you've come full circle, and it's time for another research phase. And this second research phase is where you start to get profitable, right? Maybe you were profitable from day one, you got lucky, right? Your campaigns are fantastic, okay? But even that, you haven't scaled it yet, right? There's always ways that you can improve. So once you go through the first cycle, now you need to analyze the data that you collected in this part, and you want to see, okay, which of my three levers can I improve on? Can I improve on the messaging? Can I improve on the bidding? Can I improve on the targeting, right? And you have all these different ways to do that, different ways to look at the report and analyze the data. And that feeds into your second round, and you run new campaigns with new targeting, with new messaging, right? Or just the same campaigns optimized depending on how you're going about things, how successful or not successful the original campaigns were. And then that gives you more data. You've gone through 2 rounds, congratulations. And the more you go through this, right, the more you go through the cycle, that is what makes you successful. So a big part of advertising is how fast can you go through the cycle, right? That is a big question as to how rapidly you can find success with your marketing and with your advertising. So, what did we learn today? We learned that advertising isn't successful as a result of luck, right? People try a channel, didn't work out. Oh, yeah, you know what? PPC doesn't work. I'm going to try giveaways. I'm going to try external traffic. I'm going to try, whatever the latest fad is, lightning deals. Yeah. Each of those channels can work. Each of them can be valuable, but it's not going to be valuable or successful probably on the first try. Probably not on the second try. You need to keep going around this research execution cycle, and that is how you make your advertising and your marketing successful. So stick with it, persevere, and make sure you understand how to analyze your data, because if you can figure that out, the answers about how to optimize your campaigns usually become pretty self-evident. I'm David Goldberg from 11 Ads for Brands. We specialize in PPC for Amazon sellers in the home decor and furnishings niche, as well as sponsored brands more broadly for sellers across all niches. So if that's of interest to you, you can contact us at 011adsforbrands.com or my email dg@011adsforbrands.com.